Good morning, everyone. So today we start out in hell. So yeah, this little town in the area of Trondheim. It's really nice hotel that we stayed in. It's the Scandic Hell Hotel. I can highly recommend it. Very elaborate breakfast as well. So yeah, that was nice. And now we are going to go to Røros, which is a mining town. Before we head to our next vacation home for one night, and along the way we are going to visit another waterfall, which is probably going to be the last one we actually visit on our trip, because as of now we are gradually going home. So yeah, let's go. Behind me you see the Henfallet waterfall, which is a really nice waterfall, and one that still has a lot of water coming down despite the dry season. So yeah, that makes it really beautiful. But the road coming down here, that's a gravel road with pits and everything, so I was kind of wondering along the way whether or not I would be the first 100+ car that drove this road, because yeah, I could use the higher suspension setting coming down here as well. So yeah, taking a couple of shots here and then we're off to Røros. I'm here now at the top of one of the mine terrals in Røros. Behind me you see the little church of the old part. You got those wooden houses and everything, and this is like a little museum as well. And basically this is, yeah, a big pile of waste from the copper mining that they did here for over 300 years. But they have repurposed it. So behind me there you see that they are repurposing it as some kind of concert hall. So that's nice that they found another purpose for this, because it is part of the history of this little town, and that's a way of preserving that. Yeah, now we are going on to our next location, which is the supercharger in Alfdal. We are here now at the Alfdal supercharger, which has 16 stalls, and a funny thing happened. I was charging fine with 114 kilowatts, but then after a few minutes it already dropped to 28 kilowatts, making it charge really slow. So yeah, I changed stalls, and now we're back to 100 kilowatts. So that's more like it. And there was not another car that was in front of me, so or besides me. But yeah, so since this is our last night in Norway, tomorrow we take the boat to Denmark. We had to honor the Bjorn tradition of eating dinner at Jafs. So yeah, that was a nice burger. Not really healthy food, but anyways, it was a nice burger. And now we're going to our little house, which is a traditional Norwegian house. And that's about an hour away from here, close to a lake. And then tomorrow we go to Oslo. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. So behind me you see the staff church of Ringebu, which is the last staff church that we'll visit in Norway. So now we're on our way to Oslo. We'll make another stop in Lillehammer. Maybe look at the Olympic Park for the ski jump. We don't know yet what if the time permits us. And then we need to take the boat tonight. We're here now at the Nebbenes supercharger with a whopping 30 stalls. Only 5 stalls are currently occupied, myself included. So yeah, it's going great, and we're charging at 115, 116 kilowatts. So yeah, Lillehammer, we did that stop. Was more of a picture stop for us. Saw the Olympic Park and then Storgata, and then we got some very nice pancakes in a specific pancake restaurant there, which was nice, and the kids loved that as well, of course. And then we let the kids play a little bit and have a little swim in a local thing that they created, a kind of a pond that they created especially for swimming. So now we have like an hour and 3/4 to get to the boat. So I'm charging up here so we don't have to charge tomorrow morning. So hopefully we can charge enough. I'm accounting for a little bit of traffic to get to Oslo, to get to the harbor. But yeah, we should be fine. No worries there. And yeah, we're going to find something to eat here while we supercharge. And then we're off on the boat. And we spend the night on the boat, and then tomorrow morning we arrive in Frederikshavn, Denmark. We're now on the boat from Oslo to Frederikshavn, so we're going to spend the night on the boat here. In the background there you see Oslo still. It's been a really fun trip. It's not over yet. We still have to get home, and tomorrow we have a surprise planned for the kids as well. But yeah, I mean, some places I've seen more Teslas than I've seen in the rest of my entire life, but that's Norway for you. Also, in some places you didn't see a single car. We drove a lot of quiet roads, which was awesome because that let us enjoy nature even more. And in some places, if you're near the city, then like 1 in every 8 to 10 cars was a Tesla. So yeah, it is the Tesla capital of Europe, basically. But yeah, it has been fun. We're going to get some food now on the boat, and then catch you guys tomorrow. We're at the supercharger in Haverslev now, which is actually a pretty boring one. There's nothing to do here but sit and wait. But a funny thing happened when we disembarked the boat this morning. It took over half an hour to get an update on our GPS location. So the car was still thinking we were driving in Oslo, and it was driving me across lakes and forests and everything, because it didn't have our GPS position correctly situated in Denmark. So yeah, called support. Apparently the GPS also takes advantage or use of the SIM card that's in the car. So since we in Europe we have roaming for each and every country, prices are the same now, but for each and every country, each time you cross the border it needs to switch carrier, and that takes a little while. And also I learned that so on the one hand it uses that signal, and it took a while to get the new carrier online, but also my car is apparently downloading a new firmware update on the go. So yeah, that also took part in why it took so long to do that. But yeah, it's cumbersome. I mean, we have a high precision GPS, but still it takes half an hour to update our position. I think Tesla should be able to fix that somehow, so that as soon as you get into the open space again, that your GPS position is correctly updated. But yeah, so we couldn't charge up enough yesterday to get to the boat in time, so we need to charge up now a little bit, and then we have a surprise for the kids. So today we're going to visit Gifskud Zoo here in Denmark. So that's still about an hour and a half drive, and then we have a surprise for them in the sense that they can tag along with the zookeepers and feed the animals in the early afternoon. So they're definitely going to enjoy that, but shh, they don't know about that yet. So yeah, charging up, and then we're off again. Good morning everyone. So today we start out with a supercharge in Røros, which is the southernmost supercharger in Denmark. I wanted to charge up at the hotel last night, but they only had like a regular socket I could charge on, and they charge 40 euros to charge on that. So that's just incredible how much they charge for that, and I have no problem paying for that charge at the hotel. But I mean, you have to be reasonable, right? That's just way too expensive. And it only would have gotten me like 120 kilometers additionally. I would still have to stop at the first supercharger in Germany. So yep, here we are now, charging up, and then we are going to enjoy the Autobahn today as we are driving home in one go. It's a 830 kilometer trip today. I estimate like 4 charging stops that we need, maybe 5 if I drive a little bit faster on the Autobahn. But yeah, we have the entire day to get home, and it's a beautiful day. Not like yesterday evening where we got this thunderstorm pouring down on us again. So yeah, enjoy the trip, and let's go. We're now at the supercharger in Lerna. The car didn't really need to charge, but I was getting tired, so I needed a short break here. And in the meantime, we take the opportunity to charge up a little bit so we can skip the next one and go directly to the one after that. So we're currently at the Eindhoven supercharger, where they do not only have 24 stalls, but they also have some additional stalls with those are CCS chargers, and back there's also another type 2 charger and a CHAdeMO that's there, and they have like 1, 2, 3, a lot of type 2 chargers as well. And on the other side, back there, on the other side of the superchargers, they also have type 2 chargers. So a lot of opportunity to charge your car, which is great also if you're staying here. But yeah, this is the last supercharging stop of our trip. So we're charging up to about 50%, and then we can get home comfortably. Did have a lot of traffic on the way. Was able to enjoy the Autobahn a little bit, but not too much. Skipped supercharger to make up the time a little bit, and that made me come here with like 3 or 4% of the battery left, which always freaks out my wife a little bit when I go this low. So yeah, but yeah, we got here, and we're charging up now, and then it's the final leg home, which takes us about an hour and 20 minutes to get there. So we just arrived home now. Took a bit longer than anticipated because we picked up our pets first. The kids really wanted to see the pets again, so we got them first, and now we are finally home. Our total trip was 5,588 kilometers with an average consumption of 216 watt hours per kilometer, which is it's pretty good. It was about 212 when we left Norway, so the additional consumption is more part of us driving to Germany and enjoying parts of the Autobahn. All in all, I like this trip really well. We're already planning to probably go back next year, maybe the year after that. back to Norway, but then we'll go more up north probably. The kids also enjoyed it, but now we're all happy to just be home and to get a good night's sleep. But yeah, first we have to unpack, of course. But guys, thanks for watching. Remember, if you like my channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.